Sorry. Anyways, I get out there. They didn't arrest me. So what do? I went to the state police. Tried to explain the situation. Said only thing we can do is for one night, we can put you up in a hotel room. Okay. They put me in a hotel room where I get hit with bed bugs, roaches, and God knows fucking what else was in that fucking hotel. But those are what I actively saw alive, crawling on my bed. The Fiesta, directly across from the McDonald's in Pontiac. I'd avoid. Even though it was only $50 a night. Not worth the valuables you'll probably lose if you try. I did say something, wrote a letter to the owner. They did nothing about it. I did end up eventually staying there for a few months. By the fortune, I ended up finding a person who is running a very criminal enterprise in the name of Iowa Steaks. Oh, they demand their employees must be working for them at least 3 days a week is the absolute minimum. At that point, they're an employee, not a private contractor, choosing when they wish to come in and work for sales of this item in specific. But no, it is an attempt to dodge labor laws, clearly. And because of that, my boss ended up dealing with mental anguish with him being a retard and not having the brains to say, hey, you can get your goddamn lizard medication after you get off work. It's not going to be dead by the time you get home. Oh, well, he made sure that was a fact by throwing it out in the middle of winter. Amongst all the chaos, the guy I'm sitting there working for tells me, oh yeah, well, I poisoned my wife with arsenic, told him that, yeah, we were just doing it recreationally, poisoned myself a little bit to try and make sure that it looked like that, but I'd been doing it for a while. And then turns around and robs me. And says something to his boss to fucking try and make it look like I'm fucking lying or some shit. And I'm like, no, this was a situation. I just simply asked, hey, we're driving. It's winter. We were already stuck once just the day before because the scumbag is making me drive with absolutely bald tires in the middle of winter with ice on the roads. Anyways, I said I'd put in $20 in the tank. He's like, oh, well, we only need about 5. If you want to, go ahead. I said, I just may will, and I did. When it came down to time when we're driving on my money that I put in the tank, I asked him, hey, what about it? Well, fuck off. Because he said that I made him a liar to his boss by saying that he didn't tell me to put 20 in, or he tried telling me that I couldn't put 20 in the tank, is what he told him. So, because of that, he fired me. Not that I want to work for him anymore. But anyways, that means me and my fiance have to live off of her Social Security because mine is still cut over a year later. Still struggling to try and get that back. And I know that I said something to that high boss that his name was Randy. That it is insane that the government expects to pay people such a pitiful $900 a month while demanding themselves for their lowest position, entry level, or even the minimum wage, or even the poverty standard that you at least need to make a third of your income is all that it costs for rent to be above the poverty standard. They do not give you enough to make the average rent. So how are they factoring what a person needs? They're definitely not meeting the needs of those disabled. And those who are disabled, they're not making sure that they are supported. That federal life support the institution was guaranteeing is being defeated by the bureaucracy they have made it. Bureaucracy is a foreign government, not part of the implements of justice, the perfect union our nation was designed to be. So anytime you get that as an excuse, those people are active members of treason.